Yes, ma'am.
How old is the dog?
4 years old.
Does your dog regularly get out, or was this January 19th episode where your dog got out unusual?
It was unusual.
At what time of the day did you notice your dog got out?
I got a call at 8:55 p.m. on January 21st that my dog was out.
Who did you get a call from?
I got a call from my neighbor, Wes.
Now, who was at home when the dog got out?
I was at home watching TV upstairs in my bedroom.
So you were home?
Yes.
And you didn't know your dog was out?
No.
On the 21st of January, when had you seen the dog immediately prior to 8:55 in the evening?
I do feed him about 7 o'clock at night.
Where?
I go out to the garage and get his food and then bring it back in the kitchen and feed him and went up back upstairs to watch TV, get ready for bed that night.
You go out to the garage to get the dog's food, and the dog is in the house.
Yes.
You come back and you feed the dog.
Yes, Your Honor.
And from feeding the dog, you went upstairs to get ready for bed.
Yes.
And you were actually in bed at 8:55.
Yes, I was.
Were you in bed alone?
Yes.
And I assume that you were in bed, you were ready to go to sleep. You were going to bed.
Yes, in my pajamas.
Well, you were in your PJs.
Yes.
And it was snowing that night.
You know, I don't remember.
Was it snowing that night?
Yes, significantly. Well, it had snowed that day, and we were still in the cleanup phase from the big
How
snowstorm.
much had it snowed, Mr. Kimball?
Well over 20 inches
That's a lot of snow,
of snow.
right?
Yes.
So now you feed the dog, and was this a work day? Do you go to school? Do you work? What do you do?
Yes, I'm a full-time veterinary technician.
And what time do you have to report to work in the
I
morning?
have to be there at 7 a.m.
So you go to sleep early.
Yes. So I feed
And
him.
who are these people?
This is my roommate, Thomas.
Thomas, stand up, Thomas. Where were you at 7 o'clock, 7:30 on the 21st of January?
I was home as well.
Where?
Probably in the basement, in the studio.
What kind of studio? Is that where you live?
We record music at the house, yeah.
And what's your routine in the evening?
No particular routine, usually just shower, go to bed.
From the basement, that was your routine?
Yes, ma'am.
Who else lives in the house?
Sarah Aviano.
Who is she?
She's my girlfriend.
So she lives with you?
Yes,
Now, on the 21st, was she with you?
I believe so.
At 8:55, at about 9 o'clock in the evening, where were you and your girlfriend?
Probably in bed.
Had you seen the dog between the time that the defendant fed the dog and you were downstairs playing music and you went to bed? Had you seen the dog?
I don't recall seeing the dog.
Okay, now you can sit down.
Thank you.
So this is what you want me to believe, Miss Johnson. You want me to believe that you don't know how the dog got out. You feed a dog at 7 o'clock, and then you went up to bed. I have dogs. No dog gets fed without getting walked. And both you and your roommate left out the walk part. Do you understand? So now it's snowing out, 20 inches that day, and nobody wants to walk the Husky. So the Husky got out all by itself. Put your hand down. I didn't ask you a question. I knew I was going to get where I was going. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. So don't make a fool of yourself. Got it?
You got it.
Good. So now it's 20 inches of snow. Everybody's snuggled up in their beds. Somebody lets the dog out to go and relieve itself. And then you get a call from a neighbor that they have your dog. The dog's out. Ah, surprise, my dog's got out. The only problem is by the time you let the dog out to relieve itself after dinner, and the time you got the phone call at 8:55, your dog had mauled the plaintiff's cat. Seriously. In his house.